Hey, it's Cavallo. Welcome back to the show. It is, of course, those dating advice and relationship advice tips that you know and love. Today we're going to talk about making him adore you. I'm going to talk about some stuff that's, well, let's just say we're going to go unscripted today and talk about some topics that you need to know about. Something called sassy confidence and really how to attract a man the right way. Let's get going. And as always, if you like what you see, make sure you do the big three. Number one, like and subscribe. This is awesome stuff. You gotta keep getting more of it, right? And number two, make sure you click that little bell indicator next to the subscribe button so you get notifications and you know when the next one comes out. And number three, if you got a suggestion for a video you'd like me to make, leave that in the comment section below. And I've even got a little prop today. That's right, we got a little something special today. I'm going to tell you what this is for and what it's about in a few minutes. But first of all, I want to talk about this concept of sassy confidence and how to make a man adore you. Now, one of the things that we don't like to think about is that there's a psychology to attraction. There is a psychological reason why people feel the feelings they do, why one person feels chemistry with one person and not another, because you could like somebody but some other woman could say, ew, really? And if that's the case, that means that there must not be this objective reality when it comes to, is a person attractive or are they not, because different people could feel different things. Interesting, right? Well, here's the problem. The biggest problem today is that most women have lost an understanding of what it is and how it is to attract men the right way. Now, this is important here. You gotta hear me on this one. Things that make men feel attracted to you, the things that attract men, that make men commit to you, these things don't change, okay? These are qualities that do not change. And earlier when I said that there's a psychology to attraction, it's not even really psychology, it's already built into you. You're hardwired to feel attraction for certain kinds of guys. Okay, some of this was, of course, some you were born with, some of it it came up as a result of your parents, the type of father you had, the type of mother you had, and then later on became just a matter of taste. But most of this stuff was already formed in you before you even knew it. Let me tell you something right off the bat. You don't choose the men you're attracted to. Have you ever walked out in the street and said, that guy, I want to be attracted to that guy? No, what happened was you were attracted to him and then you made up all the reasons why you were attracted to him. Oh yeah, he's got dark hair. I like guys with dark hair. Or yeah, I like guys with a nice big broad set of shoulders. No, okay? This happened before you made the conscious decision. Nobody ever makes a conscious decision to fall in love with somebody or to feel attracted to somebody. Now, you don't even have to believe me on this. Just stick with me and you're going to learn more about why this is true, okay? The first thing I want to talk about, this is just off the wall, random stuff I want to hit you with today. Number one is be careful how you're using profanity. I'm noticing a trend in the emails that I get from women, and I get a ton of them every week, and I hope to hear from you too eventually. If you have a question, you can always send it in. I'll tell you how to do that by the end of the video. But one of the things that's really gotten off the hook and gotten crazy bad is profanity. Women have gotten so, let's just say, potty mouth with a lot of their communications. I find it hard to believe sometimes. Words that women I would never have imagined would be saying regularly. They're dropping F-bombs left and right. They're saying this and that. Look, I realize there shouldn't be any gender restrictions on what you can and can't say. That's not what I'm saying at all, okay? Let's drop that nonsense at the door right now. This is not some sort of retroactive, send you back to the Stone Age kind of podcast or video cast here. Not like that at all. What I'm talking about is, what is it that essentially attracts men? Do you think that a guy is attracted to a woman who has a potty mouth? The fact of the matter is, no, he isn't. And that's a big problem for a lot of women when they don't realize that they're adopting all these masculine traits and not realizing that they're not what men are attracted to. There are certain things that are inherently guy, and there's some things that are inherently women, you know what I mean, as far as male and female. And I'm talking traditional here. This video does not go into any of the other gender discussions that are going on today. So if you want to do that kind of throwing rotten tomatoes at me because you don't like what I'm saying, do it at somebody else's expense, okay? I'm just talking about traditional male-female heterosexual relationships here. That's what most of the people come to my channel for. So Okay, what is the real issue today with relationships? It's not just the swearing. Of course, it's confidence levels too. All right, now let's get into why you came here today. You wanted to find out how to make a guy adore you, right? You want to have this understanding of guys and why guys behave the way they do. Well, I'm going to tell you about a very interesting little fact today. This is something I brought along my handy dandy little prop for. It's a rubber band. Now, this rubber band is going to explain something very, very important. It's something that I call sassy confidence. Sassy confidence is an attitude in women that always works. It always gets men interested. It always gets us feeling that, there's something about this girl. It's different. Yeah, I got to get to know her better. I think I'm going to ask her out. You know, that kind of thing flows naturally when you demonstrate this particular quality. Here's how it works. First of all, what we're really talking about is tension. This is tension. Let's call it sexual tension for lack of a better word. Sexual tension is healthy. You need it in a relationship. You need this feeling that if I pull away from him or if he pulls away from me, I'm going to feel it. The relationship is going to suffer as a result, or I'm just going to sense it and it's going to want to pull me back closer again. That's what happens when we let that rubber band pull us back. Bam, we're pulled back together. The rubber band is the natural level of sexual tension in a relationship. And this is created by something I call sexual confidence and sassy confidence. So here's a practical way of using this idea of sexual confidence or sassy confidence. What do you think a man wants to feel? Does he want to be pulled back constantly? Notice how the rubber band just kind of fell down there a little bit. Pull it tense, falls down. So here's the natural process. You meet a guy, you get to know him a little bit, but you can't see him, but it feels like things are getting, I really want to see this guy. I want to see him. I want to get this relationship going. And then, bam, you get back together and you have a date or you have a get-together of some kind. That's healthy sexual tension, and that's what you want to have in your relationship. And then after that date is over with, you do it again. You create more tension, that feeling of, I can't stand it anymore. Then bam, it's brought back together again. That's important in every relationship, that you have that dynamic at the start. A man is watching for this feeling of, I really want to get back together with her. Okay, we did it again. And this happens over and over and over again. And every time you do it, it conditions him to want to come back to you. That's what's happening with sexual tension in a relationship. This is tension, this is healthy, and this is absolutely the most important thing to getting a man wanting to make a commitment to you, is this creation of tension that he wants to relieve by coming closer to you. Tension, come closer. Tension, come closer. That dynamic trains his mind, and it actually trains his physiology. It makes a man release certain hormones into his bloodstream and his brain that makes him fall in love with you. This is absolutely the most important thing I can tell you today, is that you've got to realize that love is not a conscious decision. You didn't choose the men you fell in love with. You didn't choose the men you were attracted to. You just felt it. And sometimes it takes time for that feeling to develop. Sometimes it doesn't happen right away. But inevitably, it wasn't under your conscious control. It was a certain level of your brain called the limbic system. Your limbic system is where all your emotions happen. And when those emotions happen, boy, do they happen. And they create this sexual tension that you want to both create and destroy. When you get further away from him, you feel it and you want to get back together and you want to get closer, and it comes closer again. You don't want to stay close, because then what happens? The rubber band becomes slack and there's no tension there. That's what most people are doing today and making a huge mistake. There's a little bit of sexual tension to start, and then they do nothing but chase the man around, and there's no tension in chasing a man. I'll tell you right now, if you expect that you can change thousands, really millions of years of evolution in a few decades because of some ideas you have about how sexual tension should work, you're in for a big mistake. And chances are you're probably experiencing that right now in your own relationship. If you want to have a healthy relationship, if you want to have a man feel that kind of attraction for you, where it's not you chasing him, it's him chasing you, you've got to be pulling this tension that pulls him along. And that's essentially how you make men really pay attention to you. Now, this is not all of it, okay? I inevitably get a ton of emails about, but Carlos, what men are supposed to be doing their part too. Did you like that little noise they make at the end? Anyway, this is an important concept because it's not just a concept. It's the way relationships work. It's the way commitment works with a man. And if you want him to feel attraction for you and to desire you for as long as you want, you can't ignore it, and you need to know how to use it. And sassy confidence is nothing more than understanding how to keep him at a certain distance that makes him feel that certain level of attraction for you. Okay? Because again, women are losing an understanding of what it is that attracts men and makes them commit to them. It used to be that women knew this stuff intuitively, or they would learn it from their mother, who would help their intuition build about this sort of thing. I've been looking at some of my recent coaching clients, and I notice inevitably when it comes to all of the different skills that I ask them about, their conversation skills, how they understand men, or their technique, or their confidence, or their lifestyle, their confidence is low. Their relationship skills are low, and their understanding of men is low. You got to change this, and I can show you how. Look, inevitably, you're going to have questions. You're going to have tons of questions about how relationships work, about how men work, about how this idea of sassy confidence works, and really how to make him make a commitment to you. If you don't choose the men you're attracted to, then how are you going to get the man you are attracted to feel that for you? That's what I'm going to show you. Going over to, see this little link below me here, datingfire.com/Ask Carlos. That's datingfire.com/Ask Carlos. You can go there, you can ask me a question, ask me any question you like, or you don't even have to ask a question. Just put your email in there and I'll send you my free book, my 7 Mistakes ebook. I've got other ebooks that are coming out free on a regular basis, and if you want to get those, you gotta start by getting on my newsletter list, which is what happens when you put your email in that field. It's easy, isn't it? I make this stuff so easy. Seriously, just go to datingfire.com/Ask Carlos. Go ahead and put your email in there. If you don't have a question, that's fine, but if you do, put your question in there. I may not get to it directly. I may not be able to respond to you directly because I get literally hundreds of emails every day, but I will probably pull my next question from there. So why not ask? Why not get the answer to the questions you've got about men? It's easy. Just do it. And hey, if you like this stuff, and why wouldn't you? Why don't you do the big 3 before you run away? Number 1, like and subscribe. It's worth it. Trust me. Click on, after you subscribe, click that little bell indicator next to the button. That'll get you a notification when the next one comes out. And number 3, if you have any questions or if you want to suggest a video, you can of course leave that in the comment section below. This is Carlos Cavallo. Hey, look, if you've been here for any amount of time, if you've come to my videos and you discover this stuff for the first time, that there are practical strategies that you can use that will make men pay attention to you and feel attraction for you. If you're starting to understand that, look, keep coming back for more. I've got more like it, and you should treat this seriously. Don't make it entertainment. Use the things I teach you. They work. Hey, this is Carlos Cavallo from datingfire.com/Ask Carlos. As always, live and love with passion.